Willie D Live.
What's up, family? You're not going to like this one at all. Louisiana Republicans are going to cancel the upcoming election to eliminate Black majority districts, despite the election already started. Yeah, fam. There are people who have already cast their votes. Many people have already cast their votes. And the Republicans saw what was going on. Like, hold on, man, this ain't going like we want it to go. Let's cancel the elections and redraw the map so we can get more people to vote our way. That's essentially what they're doing, fam. I know what you're thinking. This can't be. It can't be. It can't be legal. Well, you know how they do, fam. They just go into a room and take a vote or whatever, and it don't matter how diabolical something is. These uncivilized mutts will make it a law so that they can get away with it. Yeah. And this is what they're doing now. They got the Supreme Court on board, as usual, to agree with them. Supreme Court voids majority Black congressional district in Louisiana, boosting Republican chances. Not boosting Republican chances, guaranteeing Republican chances. The Supreme Court on Wednesday struck down Louisiana's second majority Black congressional district in a decision that could open the door for Republican-led states to eliminate Black and Latino electoral districts that tend to favor Democrats and affect the balance of power in Congress. The court's conservative majority found that the district, represented by Democrat Cleo Fields, relied too heavily on race. Chief Justice John Roberts had described the district as a snake that stretches more than 200 miles to link parts of Shreveport, Alexandria, Lafayette, and Baton Rouge areas. The decision weakens a landmark voting rights law's protection against discrimination in redistricting. It's unclear how much is left of that provision, known as Section 2, the main way to challenge racially discriminatory election practices. The 1965 voting rights law, the centerpiece legislation of the civil rights movement, succeeded in opening the ballot box to Black Americans and reducing persistent discrimination in voting. Nearly 70 of the 435 congressional districts are protected by Section 2. Election law expert Nicholas Stephanopoulos has estimated. The court heard the case for the second time in October, and it's not clear whether the decision was issued early enough for some states, including Louisiana, to consider a new round of redistricting ahead of the 2026 midterm elections, in which Republicans are trying to preserve a thin majority. Donald Trump, your president, had already touched off a nationwide redistricting battle to boost Republican chances. And we can stop right there, fam. This is what these uncivilized must do. When they can't win, they cheat. And the trick part about it is when they can win and they can win fair and squarely, they say, you know, they brag about winning fair and squarely, right? But when they lose, they immediately redraw the map, move the goalpost to give themselves an unfair advantage because they cannot win straight up. They cannot win consistently straight up. They cannot win consistently straight up. This is why they move the goalpost over and over and over again. These uncivilized mutts have done some of the most evil things using the law, weaponizing laws. I know it's crazy, man, but we're going to get these Black people to do the work for free. Well, how are we going to do it? Well, we're just going to go over to Africa and we're going to kidnap them. We're going to take them and we're going to put them on the boats and we're going to make them build this stuff while our lazy asses sit on our lazy asses and order them around. And while we're doing it, We're going to RAP them, men, women, and children. We're going to get them all. We're going to sell them when we want to. We're going to beat them up, kill them, hang them, whatever we want to do. We're going to disrespect them. We're going to call them everything but a child of God. We're going to treat them like animals. And we're going to be looked at as smart people and intelligent and polite. We're going to be part of polite society. These uncivilized mutts have always used the law to circumvent humanity. Do you understand what I'm saying? They don't pack fair. They don't play fair. This is why you should not try to pack fair and play fair with them. All of that praying and say, man, prayer without work is dead. Pray. I pray. But man, I be praying a different way. You know, I don't be no, you ain't going to be able to just handle me any kind of way or do me any kind of way. Nah, I'm not with none of that. They can't win playing fair. The trick part is they write the rules. And what happens is the rules outgrow their intelligence. The rules outgrow their talents. You dig what I'm saying? So what happens is that, once we figure out the rules and we catch up, here they come with some new rules. Once you get into a certain sector, business sector, and they start seeing other people that don't look like them succeed, these hating bastards start sitting back, strategizing like, okay, we got to change the rules. Let's add something to it. Okay, it can be something that never required a license before. Now, all of a sudden, you need a license. Or it can be something that required a license. But now, all of a sudden, you need 20 hours of college. Now, all of a sudden, you can't have a felony. Now, all of a sudden, they always changing the rules. They love to change the rules to gain an unfair advantage. And the law, they have always used law to get away with it. Because they know once they make it a law, everybody's going to be like, oh, well, that's just how it is. Can't fight it. The law, they hide behind the law. See, they make these laws so that they can hide behind these laws and do dirt, right? But if somebody else do dirt, then now the law was in place to protect the people. And now this gives us a right to put you in jail. This gives us a right to come after you and ruin your life and destroy you, even though you did the same thing that we do. But because we are on this side of the law, we also we didn't just write the law, but we also enforce the law, and we get to choose who go down and who don't. That's the way they do it. It's cold-blooded, fam. It's cold-blooded with the people that need to. I can't say that. Can't say that on here. But y'all know what y'all need to do, Louisiana. You know what you need to do. You cannot just accept this. Can't just accept it. What say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.